Now to present the most valuable player, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
To the great fans here tonight, to the first-class organization, and to an all-star group of teammates, you are the NBA most valuable player. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you. It's an honor to receive this award. But first things first, this isn't just me. To the 14 guys on my team, the great coaching staff, you guys made this happen as much as I did. Thank you. But most of all, this is for all of you. It's an honor to receive this award in front of the greatest fans in the world. Your support means so much to me. And of course, Mama, Dad, Yvette, CC, I love you guys. This is for you too. But now, it's time to go out there and win this game.
We've got an electric crowd in a sold-out arena here in New York City. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at New York, the tension is electric, and the importance is critical as they have a chance in their own building to take game one of the series.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home floor. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize. I mean, that's what you work hard all regular season for, is to have the advantage of game one in your building. I'm with you there. I think you got to give them an early nod as favorite.
Here are the five for the Raptors. DeRozan at the two with Ross playing the three. Taj Gibson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. And he gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Porzingis. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Down low. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. The shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside Mullen. Kicks it to Afflalo. It's to Porzingis. Back to Afflalo. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for free. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Screen by Valanciunas. Lowry against Mullen. Left side, DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Here's New York. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
You can put coach in the crowd that feels game one is the most important game in the series. He said to take the first game on the road would put us in the driver's seat from a mental advantage as well as a home court advantage. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here is Lowry after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. DeRozan's shot is good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Porzingis passes to Mullen. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Ross on the wing. Uncovered. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ross has got his first bucket of the night. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Ross against Anthony. Goes up to the stripe. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you a problem.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Mullen. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. Good D by Lopez.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Raptors trail by 5. Lowry with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And here is Ross. Pass to Gibson. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. Ross, that's good. Ross has got his second bucket of the night.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
A follow outside. Lets it go with a 3. Ross grabs the board. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The wide open look here for DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Mullen, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Jumps up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Larry Sanders is checked in for New York. Mom Shepard has come in for Aaron Aflalo. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. The dish to Ross.
No way!
Now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. For New York.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's...
Reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Raptors 5 right now. Terrence Ross is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. Dishes it to Ross. Feeds to Valanciunas. Ross against Anthony. Ross passes to Valanciunas. The rebound by Mullen. Mullen's...
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here's Joseph. He's guarded by Aflalo. Gibson setting the pick for Joseph. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Here's Gibson, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. There's the pick. Lowry against Mullen. Outside Lowry. Ross on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the Raptors miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Lowry against Mullen. Screened by Valanciunas. Outside Gibson. Back to Lowry. With his first shot attempt, Ross with a wide open look. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Stolen by Joseph. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ross kicks to Gibson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Toronto, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And both free throws good from Gibson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And a follow wide open. He shoots. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Pass to Gibson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Knicks trail by 5. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was superb. He ended with 31 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And the pass to a Flower. Now the feed to Mullen. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Raptors leading by 5. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Back to Lowry from 18 feet away. He shoots again, and it's sent back by Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Left side, DeRozan. Doubled by Mullen. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Gary Neal's checked in for Ross. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Mullen. He kicks it to Splitter. Back to Mullen. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, 3rd turnover of the quarter, and he has got to value that basketball more.
Tony Snell's. Now here's Lowry. Screen by Scola. Here's Neal, guarded by Shumpert. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Outside Hill to stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It's tipped. Here's Lowry. He has 5 to the inside. Here's Neal. Sanders covering. Clock at 6. Lowry from outside. And the foul called on Gary Neal. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Mullen against Lowry. Mullen dishes the splitter. Outside Hill. Tries a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Scoa's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Shumpert against DeRozan. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Lowry can't get that one to fall. Mullen for 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half is now.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out and laid an egg that first half, straight up. Right now, any change to wake us up would be welcome. But we know we can play a lot better than that.
Hang tough, young man. Kevin, this league is not easy.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Mullen in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. Lowry against Mullen. Gibson with the screen on Mullen. Lowry kicks to Gibson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Gibson's got 11.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
On the wing of Aflalo. Back to Mullen. He feeds it to Anthony. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. 12 points for him.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Raptors leading by 15. Ball just over a minute played so far. 17-foot shot on the way.
That's one he knows.
Pass to Porzingis. DeRozan against Aflalo. Outside, Mullen. Shot is no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 19 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Lowry against Mullen. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Gibson the screen. Raptors need to get a shot off. Ross with room to shoot. Raptors get it back, and Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Great look, but off the mark. Knicks trail by 15. Aflalo dishes to Lopez. Here's Mullen, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the players with the best shooting percentage in the regular season. Second, Robin Lopez.
Boy, you look at these numbers, they're amazing. I mean, really solid. It points out the fact that when you're on this list, you've taken good shots and you've made a high percentage of them, but I really think it speaks to shot selection as much as it does shot making. Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Mullen. He has 12 points and 6 assists. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
And it's out of bounds.
You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now Mullen, 13 points in the game.
Move the ball.
Gibson with the steal. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way, and he gets it to go. Ross has got 9.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for a man. Oh, man, was that
And no
fun.
doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Ross on the wing. A 3 ball. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He dishes it to Mullen. Fires from deep. Rebounded by... And Joseph kicks to Ross. Joseph with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Ross against Aflalo. 5 to shoot. Here's Joseph. He sinks the 11-footer. Joseph's got his second basket of the night. Knicks trail by 16. Inside. And Freak throws it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one's on Anthony. The free throw drops for Valanciunas for the Knicks. Sanders checked in for Lopez. Solomon Hill comes in for Porzingis. And then Shumpert in there for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Toronto, Scola comes in for Taj Gibson. And Gary Neal subbed in for Terrence Ross. Knicks trail by 16. To the paint. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Kicks to Neal. Pass to Valanciunas. The dish now to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Joseph, and the three ball is good. Joseph's got 7. The Knicks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Outside Anthony. Back to Mullen. Feeds it to Sanders. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Valanciunas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Jonas Valanciunas. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 8 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Scola, a screen on Mullen. Now, here's Joseph, defended by Mullen. Scola, a screen on Mullen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 9 points for Joseph.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Valanciunas on the double team. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Kyle Lowry.
Mullen against Lowry. Inside, got a piece of it. Anthony dishes to Shumpert. Offensive rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Knicks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. He misses the free throw. And Toronto making a change here. Hawes is checked in.
At the line for 2.
That one is no good. Here's Anthony. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Neal, guarded by Shumpert. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got his 4th rebound in this one. Mullen with the ball. Scola covering. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Mullen.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And here's Lowry. He has 5. Here's Hawes, and the rejection by Sanders.
You got it.
All alone, and then Shumpert slams it in.
And all of a sudden, the shot is now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Mullen against Lowry. 6 to shoot. From deep, Neal. And that one's good. Neal's got 6.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Mullen passes to Anthony. Fires at the elbow. Scola with the rebound. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Toronto ahead. They lead by 13. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Raptors leading by 13. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Taj Gibson is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Hawes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Raptors. Mullen kicks to Lopez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's DeRozan. Lopez over to help. Outside for Lowry. From the arc. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Gibson.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Mullen. Hawes with the block. Lowry against Anthony. It's stolen by Anthony. Outside Mullen. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Tries to keep it alive. Fast break Toronto. Lowry leading the charge. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. For 3, Ross. It's rebounded by New York. Mullen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Anthony, and he goes in for the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for New York, Spencer Hawes.
The free throw drops for Hawes.
It's been a tough go for him. Just an uncontainable game for Hawes. He has 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
From 11 feet away, here's Joseph. The shot is off. Mullen with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 13. Aflalo outside. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Lopez. They get it back, and Gibson sends it back.
Toronto foul call. Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for your Knicks, Robin Lopez.
That's good from Lopez. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Lopez hits them both.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
It's DeRozan with the drive. That's good. DeRozan's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Mullen dishes to Lopez. Back to Mullen. There's a screen. Off the screen. New York, no good that time either.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
From deep Afflalo, Toronto grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Joseph, the pass to Valanciunas. Can't connect from short range. Knicks trail by 15. Some nice passing by New York here. Porzingis passes to Mullen. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Raptors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Joseph. Left side, DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas, and it's blocked. DeRozan against Afflalo. Pass to Porzingis. The wide open look here for Lopez. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Mullen. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And the has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they generated the highest quality shots.
Ross against Anthony. And Valanciunas takes to Joseph. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Toronto.
The defense there. Got away with a major lapse.
Aflalo dishes to Mullen. Ross against Anthony. That's good.
They're trying to work it inside here. They've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it. Melo having a terrific game. 22 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Here's Joseph. And here they go. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Aflalo.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. Lopez with the steal. And oh. Here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Joseph. Shot to stop the drought. Misses off the right iron.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Offensive rebound, Porzingis.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Lopez with the steal. Outside Mullen. The pass to Porzingis. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Joseph with the ball, out-guarded by Aflalo. Here's Valanciunas, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. The Knicks making a switch here. Sanders is checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Corey Joseph.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
Mullen dishes to Sanders. And again, it's New York.
And just solid play out of them that time.
And so here's Toronto. Outside Lowry. Dishes to DeRozan. The feed to Valanciunas. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that. And because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
Lowry against Mullen. Lowry passes to DeRozan. And he overshot that one, missing.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Outside Mullen. To the middle to take the lead. And Sanders with the basket on the assist by Mullen. And that's now 18 points for Larry Sanders.
93. Toronto time.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Larry Sanders.
Shots are just flowing to him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Lopez, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Check out the night for Lopez. He has 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions. They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
DeRozan, the open look, and right through it goes. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
Mr. Porzingis on the wing of Aflalo. Here's Mullen. The kick out to Aflalo. 6 to shoot. Nice shot by Porzingis.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Valanciunas against Anthony. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Afflalo outside. Jacks up a three. The shot will not go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Ross. Connects.
They do have a foul to give here.
And you might see them use it at some point.
Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. "17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Mullen, and he elevates for the slam. Taj Gibson did not like that.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. You need to get Freak. Look. Execute. Doesn't get away.
Here's DeRozan. Gibson a screen. And DeRozan kicks to Love. Oh, no good. So a close game sees New York take this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm going to hope so, because I feel like it helps the team get a win. Even though getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates. Gotta give those dudes a shout out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith,